might think that there's a franchise that Lionsgate loves, other than Hunger Games, which naturally they did talk about the new Hunger Games movie a little bit. But they also have a big money-making franchise, one that's made more money with each film, and that is the John Wick franchise. They made several John Wick announcements, but a big primary one is that they're doing number 5. John Wick 5 is official. They would not comment a single goddamn thing about the story. All they said is that Chad Stahelski and Keanu Reeves are back, and that, quote, the story is complete. Like, they've decided on a story. Please let him be fighting out of hell, please. Here's what we know about the John Wick news.
I made a deal with the devil.
Yes, and also, here's the other news about the John Wick series that are happening. This is all awesome shit. The 5th installment's coming with Keanu Reeves. Donnie Yen is set to both direct and star in a Kane spinoff movie from John Wick 4, which we kind of figured was going to be happening. And here's the cool... Honestly, can I tell you, I'm fucking stoked about this. An anime prequel film with Reeves returning will show Reeves killing his rivals in one night to free himself, a.k.a. the impossible task that's always hinted at in those films. Oh my God. That is amazing. That's amazing. And
I don't even know where to start. There's so much to break down.
There's so much to break down. Here, I'll start it off first.
All right.
Let's talk about... Also, really quick, they also showed a clip from Ballerina, and apparently it looks fucking awesome. Like, everyone who saw the Ballerina clip said it looked great. Now, going into this, let's break it down one at a time. Let's do the prequel first. Prequel, all about it. I've read somewhere that it's anime, other places that it's just animation. Whatever it is, I'm down. I want to see it. Give it to me in my veins. This is cool. And it allows them some creativity as well, because, like, even if you wanted to see a prequel movie, Keanu Reeves is getting up there in age. He can't pretend that he's the younger John Wick. Like, he can't do it. But animation allows you to free that up, so you can. Lovely idea. I'm a big fan. Donnie Yen is... and then let's go to the Donnie Yen news. Kane, great character in John Wick 4. They set something up with him in the end credits anyway. And the fact that he's directing it too tells me that the action scenes are going to be sick as fuck, which we already expected. And then, of course, the big goose egg, John Wick 5. I mean, fuck yeah. Like there's nothing else to really say. Now, granted, I love John Wick 4, and I was completely content with him being dead in that movie. However, if they've agreed to a story, I have faith that it's good. Do I hope that the story is he's fighting out of hell? Of course I do. But whatever the story is, I'm down. Because you know the trailer is going to be so sick when it's just people finding out that John Wick is alive and, like, the look on their face.
Yeah.
It's going to be so good. Nick, I'm throwing it to you. You got 3 brand new movies announced in this John Wick universe. What are your thoughts on all this?
All right, I'll start like you did, right, with the animated prequel there. I think that's a great idea. I think it's a very interesting story of how he got out and back, and I think that the animation style, they go pretty vulgar and violent in these movies, but I think animation is going to allow them to open up a lot more. And I like the idea that they have so much believability, flexibility with what they're able to animate John Wick doing, because in the 4th movie, he jumps off of, like, the 4th story of a building onto a car and walks away. So, like, really anything he does in an animated movie, I'm gonna buy.
Correct.
And I think Keanu Reeves' voice work, he's such a distinct voice. I think it's gonna be great. I'm excited to see it. And that's a way we can get characters like, Ian McShane maybe to come back and do a little voice work and everything in that regard. As for the Kane spinoff, very excited. I think Donnie Yen's one of the best martial artists out there, especially martial art actors, and when it comes to action and fighting, and I think him directing it's interesting. I'd have to look and see. I'm not familiar if he's directed in the past before, but I think if you're talking characters, I thought Kane was a great addition to John Wick 4, the cast. I thought he was a very intriguing character. I really like the mystery and the dynamic with his daughter and that whole storyline. And I hope that this does well enough that we get a Tracker spinoff, because I thought Tracker was probably my second favorite character coming out of John Wick 4.
I like Tracker too.
And as for John Wick 5, I mean, also in Kane, like I'm sure with all the hype of Daredevil Born Again, people are gonna go see the Blind Assassin movie. They'll watch The
100%.
Blind Lawyer. Um, and then as for John Wick 5, like you said, fuck yeah. I don't I was very satisfied with the ending of him being dead. I hope that they maybe do something to keep that way. Maybe there's like you said, him fighting his way out of hell would be fun and sort of a weird take on the action. How do we go from this point to this point? But
Mm.
Keanu Reeves has said in the past, even promo for John Wick 4, he's just like, I think it's done. My knees can't handle it anymore. So the fact that he's coming back, one, money, I'm sure is a big factor of it, but I think that John Wick has given him such a revitalization in his career later on in the game. And so I think he would be hesitant to return, as with Chad Stahelski, because I mean, these movies, the action in John Wick 4, they're gonna have to keep upping it, right? So like John Wick 5 is a massive undertaking that I don't think they would take lightly. So I think that the fact that they're on the board raises some positives to it. If we were just getting all these spin-offs or they were like, oh, we're gonna do it, but like Keanu Reeves is gonna be like the mentor and Chad Stahelski's not returning, I'd be like, all right, well now we're just in the milking phase, which I guess there's an argument to be made that we are, but I'm excited for it.
No, listen, I am too, 100%, 100%. And speaking of spinoffs, I would love a Holly Berry and Those Dogs spinoff. Give me that shit. You know what? Bring back Common. Where's that guy been? Is he dead from John Wick 2? They left it
I
up for
like
debate.
It was the guy in 4 in the fat suit.
Oh, Scott Adkins.
Scott Atkins. Give me a Scott. I want to know how he became that underground nightclub kingpin.
Yes. The only thing that makes me sad about the prequel is that no Lance Reddick. That makes me sad. But other than that, I'm really excited about this. Guys, what do you think about John Wick? All of the updates coming from the 5th movie to the prequel to the Donnie Yen spinoff? Let us know in the comments as we move on. But before we